I'm really thank you for joining this interview with me. And without any further, let us start with the first question. What do you usually do in your free time?
In my free time, I usually read novel and watching a video about bakery.
Moving on to the next question. Why do you enjoy that activity?
Because I can spend my day without wasting the time, such as reading novel, that I can improve my speaking and vocabulary skill. Yes.
And move to the next questions. How many hours per day do you spend on your free time activities?
Usually 5 hours per day.
And the next question is, do you prefer spending your free time alone or with other people, and why?
I prefer spending my free time alone than spending with other people, because spending my time alone I can connect with myself more, and also if I spend it with more people I will feel it's energy draining, so I would do it myself.
So, could you explain whether your free time activity can influence your mood?
Yes, so much. My activities during free time influence a lot of my mood, such as reading novel and watching all those baking videos, because seeing all of those pretty stuff can actually lighten my mood a lot.
Let us move to our last questions. Can you tell me what activity would you like to try in the future?
I would love to try baking. Yes.
That is terrible.
So the first question I'd like to ask is, what do you usually do in your free time?
I actually have a lot of hobbies like eating, sleeping, and listening to music, do some makeup.
Thank you for sharing that. Moving on, why do you enjoy those activities?
Because it helps release my stress a lot. Since I work 8 hours a day.
You work quite a long time for 8 hours. I see. Next, how many hours per day do you spend on your free time activities?
Maybe 2 to 3 hours a day.
All right. Do you prefer spending time alone or with others?
I prefer spending time with other people more than staying alone. Because I'm a talkative person, I like to communicate to other people. One more thing, it gives me joy.
That's interesting. Could you explain whether your free time activities influence your mood?
Those activities actually help me a lot. Example, listening to music can make me happy even when I'm stressed out. So this activity can influence my mood.
Finally, moving on to the last question. Can you tell me what activities would you like to try in the future?
I would like to learn more my makeup skill, because I'm not satisfied with my skill right now.
Let's come to an end of our interview.
So today I would like to ask you several questions. So to begin with, the first question is, what do you usually do in your free time?
Well, on my free time, I usually hang out with my friends. We like to talk, eat together, or going to different places together.
And for the second question is, why do you enjoy that activity?
I enjoy it because it makes me happy and relaxed. I can laugh, share stories, and forget about stress.
For the third question is, how many hours per day do you spend on your free time activities?
Well, I spend around 2 to 4 hours a day on my free time, depending on my schedule.
Okay, so let's move on to another question is, do you prefer spending free time alone or with others, and why?
Well, I prefer spending time with others, especially my friends, because it is more fun and less boring. I enjoy socializing and making memories together.
Okay, and another question is, could you explain whether your free time activities influence your mood?
Yes, they do. Hanging out with my friends improves my mood and makes me feel happier and more positive.
Thank you. And for the last question is, can you tell me what activities would you like to try in the future?
Well, in the future, I would like to try traveling with my friends, trying new places, new foods, and maybe doing more fun activities like camping or sports together.
Okay, so this is the end of our interview. Thank you for your sharing.
First of all, I would like to say good morning, teacher, and hello, everyone. Our team today are focusing on the topic student free time activities. Let me introduce our members. First, we have Panya Wisal, Danait, Radhi, Bunli, who is me, Premonet, and Susan. And we have three participants who are Wong Lekena. She is 20 years old. She majors in English from the University of Southeast Asia. The second participant is Satrainet. She is also 20 years old. Her major is IT, and she studies at Bill Bright University. And the last participant is Sri Pagbatai. She is also 20 years old. She majors in business from Lim Kok Wing University. These are the key findings from the three short interviews. Finding one, which is about common activities. A surprising pattern among the three students is that most of the activities they do are more indoorsy, such as reading novels, watching videos online, listening to music, sleeping, doing makeup, etc. As one respondent put it, she preferred to read novels and watch baking videos to avoid wasting her free time, and that it could also improve her vocabulary and speaking skills. A similar pattern occurs with a student that she would rather listen to music to relieve her stress. This finding suggests that doing activities indoors may take less energy since we do not have to travel outside. However, in reality, it is unpredictable to know exactly what activities students choose to do in order to make good use of their free time. Some may prefer indoor activities more, while others may enjoy outdoor activities more. Next is our second finding, which is group over self. Across all the three interviews, two students tend to prefer to enjoy spending time with people rather than by themselves. Such activities they usually do with their friends or talking and eating, as they give them joy and create memories. One student said, "I prefer spending time with others, especially my friends, because it's more fun and less boring. I enjoy socializing and making memories together." However, the other student claimed that spending time with friends was energy draining, so she would rather spend her time alone. This finding suggests that most of the time, students love socializing, hanging out with friends, and meeting new people, as it gives a sense of belonging and mutual understanding. And our last finding, which is the third finding, is about relieving stress and improving skills. One of the most common patterns among the three students about why they enjoy doing their free time activities is that those activities help relieve stress and lighten their mood. As one student claimed, "Because it helps relieve my stress a lot since I work 8 hours a day." Furthermore, one student claimed that she would try to learn how to bake after watching the baking videos, while the other student would love to improve her makeup skills since she was not really satisfied at the moment. Our final finding shows that not only free time activities help relieve stress, but they also act as an opportunity for students to explore what they love to do outside of their schedule and learn new things. My point has come to an end, and I would love Monet to continue from here.
Thank you very much. Greeting, teacher. My name is Ainsley Monet, and I'm going to report about the key takeaways and the conclusion from the respondents. From our interviews, there are three main takeaways we can highlight. Firstly, students tend to prefer indoor activities during their free time. Many participants mentioned activities like watching videos, reading novels, or listening to music. One participant explained that she preferred indoor activities because they were more convenient and required less energy. Another respondent said that she often used her free time to read novels or watch videos to relax. These activities are convenient, require less energy, and can still be productive. For example, some students said that they use their time to improve skills such as vocabulary or other interests such as baking. This shows that free time is not always wasted, but can actually be meaningful even when spent indoors. Secondly, social interaction plays an important role, but preferences differ. Most students said that they enjoy spending time with friends because it brought happiness, reduced boredom, and created shared memories. One respondent mentioned that hanging out with friends made her feel more relaxed and less stressed. However, not everyone feels the same. One participant explained that she preferred being alone in isolation because socializing could sometimes be exhausting or overwhelming. This suggests that free time choices are influenced by personality, and there is no single best way to spend free time. Lastly, free time activities are strongly connected to stress relief and self-improvement. All participants mentioned that their activities help them relax after busy schedules. One student stated that listening to music helped her calm down after a long day. At the same time, some participants said that they used their time to develop new skills. This shows that free time is both a way to recharge and a chance for personal growth. In conclusion, our findings show that students use their free time in different but meaningful ways. While indoor activities are the most common, socializing and Personal preferences also play a key role. Most importantly, participants emphasized that free time was not just about relaxing, but also about managing stress and exploring their interests. Therefore, understanding how students spend their free time can help us better support their well-being and personal development. And that is it for our report. Thank you very much.